In the animated film, Suzume, directed by Makoto Shinkai, a high school girl named Suzume teams up with a young man named Sota to prevent ecological disasters by closing magical doors connected to an otherworldly realm called the Ever After. In this video, we'll explore how the film creates a sense of wonder and escalates imagination through its concepts and characters. Per usual, there will be spoilers to the story of Suzume, so I recommend checking out the film before proceeding further. As a general story overview, the film follows teenage Suzume, who has lost her mother at a young age and is being raised by her aunt. Suzume's life is generally mundane, but one day she encounters the traveling Sota on the road, and he asks her if there are any historical ruins in her town. Suzume follows him and discovers the existence of mysterious magical doors connected to an otherworldly ethereal realm. An enormous cloud-like supernatural presence called a worm escapes through the doors and causes earthquakes and natural disasters when it makes contact with the ground. Suzume and Sota race across Japan trying to close various doors that appear to be opened by a mischievous cat god called Daijin. To create the tone and atmosphere of wonder and imagination, the film aligns the audience with a very specific perspective, allowing us to see events through Suzume's eyes. Early in the film, there's a vision that Suzume has of her childhood self, meaning a woman that appears to be her mother. Later on, when Suzume first sees the worm, she realizes that none of her classmates can see it and only she can. So we immediately empathize with Suzume and become invested in experiencing the discovery of a new world as she encounters it. Exposition to establish the rules of the magical world of the Ever After is expertly done through the character of Sota. He explains how the doors work and how to stop the worm from creating destruction in the earthly world to Suzume. So in the context of an evolving relationship between Suzume and Sota, we learn about these magical rules, and that helps us to suspend disbelief and further enter the world of the film. Once we understand the rules, the filmmakers can surprise us by creating dramatic turns and pivots depending on the scene. As a result, this increases the sense of wonder in the film. For example, after Sota explains to Suzume how the keystone works and how the cat Daijin was a keystone that has escaped, the film surprises us when Daijin turns Sota into Suzume's childhood chair. This further builds out the magical aspects of the world while creating obstacles for our protagonists. For most of the film, Sota inhabits the body of the small chair and has to move around in its form. Another dramatic turn is when Suzume and Sota climb the large worm over Tokyo in pursuit of Daijin. We know that our protagonists have to grab Daijin and plunge the cat into the worm to halt it. But a twist happens when Daijin reveals Sota is now the new keystone. Suzume is forced to plunge Sota in chair form into the worm to prevent a massive catastrophe. Once again, we're discovering more of this magical world as Suzume learns a new piece of information at a crucial moment. This parsing of crucial world-building information at dramatic turning points highlights their importance, but we also feel the weight of these reveals because their revelation affects our main characters. The film puts us in a place of wanting to discover more of this world because it's meaningful and important to our characters. Of course, the cinematography, visual design, and acting of the characters work in tandem with the writing to elevate the sense of wonder and imagination in the film. When revealing crucial information about the magical world, the filmmakers allow it to lead to payoffs executed and experienced by the main characters. For every piece of information revealed, Suzume often will use it to solve another challenge down the line. So overall, the film weaves a sense of wonder and imagination that is an integral part of developing the characters and story structure. Through setups and payoffs, the filmmakers enrich our experience of the film as we see more and more of the expansive world through Suzume's eyes.